guys, so today I'm going to talk about something which I've been requested to talk about so many times throughout all of the years I've been on YouTube. It's something that comes up very frequently in discussion and conversations, even, you know, offline. And it is my relationship with drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes, and that kind of substances. Recently, I got a few questions that were along the lines of, hey, are you straight edge, or why are you straight edge? And to be completely honest with you, I never really thought I was, because I never really thought there needed to be a label for the fact that I don't want to put anything in my body that's sex. I guess you could call me straight edge because yes, I don't do drugs, yes, I don't smoke, yes, I don't drink. I've never actually smoked a cigarette, I've never done drugs, and I've never been drunk. I've tasted a few alcohols just because I was curious of the taste, and just because my friends and everyone was like, oh, you should try this, you should try that. But when I mean try, I don't even mean like a full glass, it was just like a little sip. And I never liked any alcohol apart from the Turkish raki, which is a liquor, I guess you could say. And yeah, that's it. And sake, which is also a liquor. When I was younger, it was always a question of taste. I always disliked the smell of alcohol, the taste of alcohol, the smell of cigarette. I've also really found it very strange that people would put substances in their bodies that would alter their mind or their capacity to just be reasonable and think and yeah, just be in touch with themselves. And some people will tell me, you know, that some drugs, or like that marijuana is the one thing that enables them to be themselves and to have a sort of control over what they're doing and their feelings. And you know, I've had people that I really like explain to me these things with very convincing and yeah, detailed information. And I'm not saying that's not true, I'm just saying it still does not echo in me, it still doesn't make sense to me, and I still don't think it is a good thing. I may think it's not always a bad thing, and I'm not talking about medical use of marijuana in that video. Disclaimer, because I know that's what everyone's going to comment about. I grew up in an environment where alcohol and cigarettes were very common. Drugs, not so much. I mean drugs, other drugs, not so much, but alcohol was like super common. Everyone, I mean, I'm French, and French people do drink a lot and do smoke a lot of cigarette and a lot of weed as well. So when I was younger, in high school and even middle school, I want to say, people were already drinking and already smoking. All of my friends, almost all of my friends, were drinking. And when I say drinking, I mean heavily drinking every week, getting wasted at least once a week. And that was completely normal, that was completely fine. And there could be no party, no there could be no party without alcohol, there could be no birthday without alcohol, there could be nothing without alcohol, basically. I never felt like I wanted to be part of that when I was younger, like not even once. The reason being that I felt really scared of drunk people, firstly, that I didn't want to vomit, that I didn't want to just destroy my body, and also I just felt like it was a bit of a strange and scary and just very bizarre thing to just become someone else. Usually we are sometimes, you know, under a lot of stress, or we have inhibitions, and I can understand that people might want to get rid of those and might want to feel free, but to me that's just fake. Like, if you can only access to that moment of feeling free and feeling like you can do and say whatever you want thanks to alcohol, or because of alcohol or any other drugs, to me that's just fake. It's not a true process, that's not a true achievement, that's not a true liberation. You're not freeing yourself at all, you're just erasing for a very short period of time all the other issues, or the inhibition, or the stress, or the anxiety. And that's not what I'm interested in. I was interested in being myself, truly, strongly being in touch and connected with my core, my own being. And I never thought, oh, alcohol could help me have a good time, because no, if I want to have fun, I really want to have fun. I want to have fun just because I'm myself and I'm with my friends and we're having a good time. And you know, I've always been a very creative person, so I've always been writing and drawing and whatever, especially writing, of course. And some people will be like, oh, but you know, those writers, they took drugs and that's why they wrote amazing things. I think that's completely bullshit. Like, that's complete bullshit in my opinion. Those people took drugs because they had such creative minds that they could not really deal with the world the way it was. And also at that time we had such a different knowledge of drugs and things were different. The fact that they took drugs is not the reason why they created stuff. It was a coping mechanism, I'm pretty sure, and I'm convinced of that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And the reason why I don't want to do that, perhaps compared to those artists, is probably because, yes, we live in a different environment, because I have a different lifestyle. I'm a vegan. I do believe in God. You know, I just have a different approach to my body. I have a different approach to life, you know. Even though many times in my life I have felt like I wanted to suppress my feelings, or I felt like I was feeling too much, or I was being too much, like just being so much that I couldn't fit anywhere and with nobody, and I felt so lonely and desperate at times, honestly, in so much pain and so much just despair of being myself and feeling like I was just not happy with my life and I was not achieving enough, and I was, you know, just not happy at all. And I had some probably self-destructive behavior at those times, but I never turned to drugs or alcohol or anything like that, because it would mean losing me. Another reason why I've always been very strongly against those drugs is because I'm healthy. I am lucky enough that I was born with a healthy body. I feel like this would be so disrespectful to people who have had accidents or who were born with diseases to just ruin my body. To live and to be born, I think, with a healthy body is a chance. It is really a gift that life gave you, and that's something you should be grateful for. And that might sound like such a patronizing and something that would put guilt into people's sort of speech, but to me that's really how I feel. I've always felt that way. I've always felt like I had sort of a responsibility, or that I needed to just be considerate of what others would go through or went through. To be healthy for me means that I have a responsibility to enjoy life as much as possible and to take care of that body and not put drugs inside of it, not smoke, not drink, not get wasted. And my friends drink, all of my friends drink, many of my friends smoke, many of my friends do drugs. I disagree with all those things very much, and sometimes it was difficult because I felt really lonely and I felt really left behind because I could not go to parties. I didn't really want to go to parties anyway, but I couldn't go to parties, or I was the boring one, or I was the one you could not tell stories to because, oh, she doesn't drink and she doesn't smoke, so she's going to judge us, you know. And I very frequently felt like I was not fitting in, even in my group of friends. And even now I feel like such a weird person sometimes when I say, no, I don't drink, no, I don't smoke, no, I've never done drugs, you know. People are so surprised when I tell them I've never been drunk in my whole life, you know. I understand that this pressure might be really heavy sometimes, and might be very difficult to deal with at times, but at the end of the day, if people pressure you to drink or do things like taking drugs or smoking or whatever, they're shitty people that should not be in your life. Because at the end of the day, what's the most important is you, your health, your choice, your free will, your capacity to take decisions for yourself and decide on what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and what you believe in and what you don't believe in. I don't believe in drugs. I don't believe in altering my mind, my personality. I don't believe in shortcuts. I don't believe in easy ways to make art or be friendly and funny. I don't believe in destroying your health. I don't believe in giving money to people who use that money to do shitty things. I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in the fakeness that really lies in those drugs. What do I believe in? I believe in knowing yourself. I believe in learning to accept that life is not always easy. Sometimes there are happy times, sometimes very painful times. I believe in honesty. I believe in true feelings, true inspiration, true laughter, and true moments shared with people. I believe that I'm able to have a very interesting conversation, a very open discussion with someone without drugs. I believe I can have the most fun without drugs and without being drunk. I believe that I can take challenges, stupid challenges even, without being drunk. I believe that I can make friends without having to smoke cigarettes to fit in. That's what I believe in, and I think those things are good things to believe in. Society makes us feel like we're a bit weird because we don't want to put shitty things inside of our bodies, but that's nonsense. That's mind-blowing. And I'm well aware that this video might come off as very rude and harsh for people who have mental health issues or who deal with difficult things and turn to drugs and alcohol and cigarettes. I understand the process that goes in their minds. I understand why they do it. And I'm not blaming them. I'm not saying they're a shitty person and they don't deserve our help. I believe they deserve help. What I believe in is, yes, they do deserve help, because that's not a good behavior. That's not a healthy behavior, and that's not helping them. What I don't believe in is saying that it's fine, that it should be okay, and that no one should have anything to say about it. And because some of you asked, many of you actually asked for my opinion about that, here you have it. It might not please everyone, but I was asked for my opinion. That's my channel, so I'm sharing it, and I think it's something we should hear, because we don't really hear that kind of discourse very often, because it's old-fashioned and it's you know, not tolerant or whatever. No, I honestly, I think it's just a matter of admitting that people make mistakes, people are weak sometimes, people are fragile sometimes, and yes, we do things sometimes that are not good, and that's fine. That's fine, because we all do that, you know, different things, but we all do them. But the fact that we all have weaknesses and that at some point we all, you know, make mistakes or put ourselves in danger doesn't make it okay. So I hope this was interesting. I hope I got my message across quite well, and we'll see you later, guys. Bye.